It's another sit-down chat.
Well, hon, the last video's comments are all about you, so I have nothing to say.
You have nothing to say. So they're all about me.
Mm-hmm. People are ooh and ah and awing how beautiful you are.
That's
Which
good.
is true.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, we have still been getting rain, more rain. Snow is pretty much gone. And it rains and snowed a little bit, then it rains some more. Today we got maybe 3 inches of snow. I took a long trip today. Well, not a long trip. Went up to Eureka, which is about an hour and a half away, on good road conditions to look at a project. And then I drove down to Kalispell and to Big Fork. And boy, the temperatures varied anywhere from 31 to 37 degrees, and it was really patchy. Within a short time, you could go from slick black ice roads to roads that were, not frozen. You could drive on them.
Mm-hmm.
Took me quite a bit longer to get there, and then we wrapped up a job. Had a little bit of touch up to do on spray foam, and then do all the cleanup. Came home, and I got home around 5 o'clock. I took off around 6:15 this morning. I got home around, Jerome and I got home around 5 tonight. So it's kind of been a long day of driving in rain and snow. On a positive note, it's predicted to get cold enough that we're going to have ice to go ice fishing and maybe skating.
Yes.
So yay for that.
Marvin is all into ice fishing. The only thing that we need is ice. We haven't had that too much yet, even though I heard that the roads are very, very slick right now.
Well, they can be slick, but that doesn't mean the ice is thick enough
you can't
on
go
the
ice
lakes,
fishing.
on the lakes to walk on.
Yes. Here it says, Garrett McCrill. You said, yes, Ohio Buckeyes, delicious. Sorry we missed your live stream. We really look forward to visiting with you and the boys. Have you tried Payday, bar candy, roasted peanuts, mini marshmallows, sweetened condensed milk, butter, and peanut butter chips? Glad all are safe after the storms. We enjoy the peacefulness power outages bring. Cooking on the wood burner, that's true. Oil lamps, visiting neighbors, nice. Hope the appliances check out okay.
Well, unfortunately, it's gonna cost us some time and money to get those fixed. The refrigerator is a toss-up. I think we're gonna get it fixed. The dryer is quite expensive to get it fixed.
It's gonna cost quite a bit, and it must have been from the electrical surge that just
it's
took
going to
them
cost
out.
us over $700 to get those fixed, both of them.
Mm-hmm. Garrett Mackerel, it sounds like you guys do a lot of candy making, payday bars.
What is a payday bar?
Candy. Well, a payday, doesn't that have a lot of peanuts in it? Bar candy, roasted peanuts, mini marshmallows, sweetened condensed milk. Sounds like someone is good at making candy. That's good, awesome. Yeah. Mary Ellen Raber, you said, I missed your live stream, but later enjoyed your chat. Hope your power will be restored soon. Always love to hear your streams. Y'all have a blessed Christmas. Jesus is the reason for the season. Amen to that.
That is true. Yeah, very concerning. Jesus is the reason for the season, yet it's extremely offensive to some people. There are some groups. I saw a news clip of a Christmas tree and a nativity scene in Israel that had been burned by people who opposed Christmas. And in other places, they were doing Christmas celebrations, and they had to have armed guards to keep other groups. They opposed Christmas celebrations, and they had to have armed guards to keep the peace.
Wow.
Even though that religion is, the thing they preach is it's a religion of peace, which is quite opposite. And
also, guys, I want to introduce you to my Aunt Mary. My grandmother was named Mary, and I have an Aunt Mary. So I was named after my grandmother and my aunt. My Aunt Mary Lee has a YouTube channel. And I want to introduce you to her YouTube channel. She does all things about her and her husband, about their home life, about their gardening. And the name of her channel is Life with the Lees. If I remember, I'll post the link in the description. Go check that out. Life with the Lees 25. Life with the Lees 25. So I want to make sure to give Aunt Mary a shout out. Go check out her channel. You will enjoy it. She does a lot of lifestyle videos, kind of like I do. So go check her out.
One of the comments that we read, there was a question why we don't wear our rings.
I do have my ring, but Marvin does not wear a ring.
I just don't like something that tight on me.
Well, one reason I need to get him a rubber ring. One reason he does not wear a ring is he works with machinery. And if you have like a metal ring, it can catch and just pull the skin right off.
I have seen a few of those videos, and it just kind of like, I'm not going to wear it to work.
No.
Or the person's ring, it got caught, and all the skin was peeled off. So
if you don't see me wearing a ring, I often don't wear a ring because I don't like the way it feels on my finger. But when I go out, I usually try to wear my band that Marvin gave to me. Marvin proposed to me with this ring. And it was very special to me. And numerous times I thought I'd lost it, but I found it again. And it is very special to me. It's all about letting the other people know you're taken. And you're taken. And it keeps, certain people at bay when they see a ring on your finger. So that's why I like wearing a ring out in public.
Yeah.
When I was single, if I remember right, I would wear a ring. It would just keep, certain people, at a distance.
Suitor deterrent?
Kind of.
Okay, that makes sense. I've been enjoying having this little boy at home. Unfortunately, I've been working a lot this week, haven't really been home much. Mm-hmm. Monday we worked on a project. Tuesday we went and put up a carport for your parents.
Yeah.
Wednesday went back to work. Thursday was Christmas. Today went back to work.
Yeah.
Kind of been hopping all over the place this week, so haven't really got to hang out much with the boys during Christmas vacation. And Christmas vacation for them is very short this year. Because of the addition remodeling going on in the schoolhouse, the semester started a week later, so to make up for that and not let out super late in the spring, they decided to take only a week off for Christmas vacation.
Yeah, so it's very short, which is a little bit disappointing because I enjoy having the boys here at home. I also like when school lets out in good time in the springtime. Yeah. And there is a certain quota of days you have to get in. So they try to absolutely make sure and to stay in those perimeters. No. And in order to do that, they're often in school when public schools are taking vacation. Like they don't take spring vacation, very little Christmas break, very little Thanksgiving break to get those days in.
No. I remember when I went to school, we rode the bus. When I went to school, the bus drove, it picked up all the Amish kids and then took them all to the bus station, and they loaded them all up on one bus and hauled them out to our school, which was maybe 2 miles out of town, 2.5. And I remember, I think we would start about the same time, close to the same time in the fall. And then they would take this long Christmas break. And they're like, we got a long Christmas break, because we knew a lot of the kids that rode the bus. Well, we always took a shorter Christmas break. And then they had this spring break that I, to this day, don't know why they have a break in the middle of the winter.
Well, I guess to give them a break for spring.
So they would rib us again how they're getting a break and we have to go to school. But then we'd let out about 3 weeks earlier than them. Mm-hmm. They're like, how come you guys leave out so early? I'm like, well, we kept going to school when you guys were having breaks and vacations. So
yep, that's
we kept our nose to the grindstone and got it done.
Yes. So there is a quota of days you have to get in, and that's what we try to do every year. And it's just kind of like they just keep that school going and getting those grades done and trying to, get the books done by the end of the year.
Yeah.
So, and all the boys are doing great. They're doing good in school. We love our teacher. She got married this past year. So, we're going to miss Linnell. She was really good, but we're excited for the new teacher as well. We're getting a new one, and it looks like she's going to be really great. So we're excited about that. And guys, these are pecan pies that I made 4 pecan pies for Christmas Eve. I had some of my siblings here. My mom and dad were here, and we don't eat much sugar. So I guess I might have to freeze these and take them along to church potluck. That's what I like doing. If we don't eat something, to church potluck it goes, and it usually gets eaten.
So getting back to the power outage, the power surge, the refrigerator, the dryer, or not the refrigerator, freezer, and the clothing washer. If I ever get a new generator, I will definitely be testing out with the electrical tester so that it has the correct voltage before I plug anything in. Get power strips maybe. I'm not sure what that all entails. We have to get one of those strips that have a breaker on it or like a switch on it so that we don't have a power surge.
Yes, surge protector.
Surge, that's the correct term. But yeah, very, very expensive episode of trying to get water pumped, and the light bulbs are minimal, but it's the washer that's really the bummer. Because it's going to cost us over $700 just between those 2 appliances, not including the light bulbs.
Yes, it's going to be about $400 to fix the washer, and a little over $100 to fix the refrigerator, all because of the electrical surge from the generators. I'm going to read a few comments. My sisters and I went to Michigan for my niece's wedding, and it was a beautiful wedding. Joy had just a beautiful wedding, and her husband is just such a wonderful young man. Here is Neil Monroe. Kindness, Loch Ness, Scottish Highlands. Very good indeed. That is amazing. I would love to go to the Scottish Highlands. Remember when
Did you say Loch Ness?
Loch Ness, Scottish Highlands.
Legends of the Loch Ness Monster, Nessie.
Have you seen Nessie? That is so cool. That is so wonderful. I would love to see where you live. That would be awesome. Remember when the Robertsons went visiting there?
Yeah.
You all know the Robertson family?
The Robertsons from Duck Dynasty.
Yeah, Duck Dynasty.
That's where their heritage is originally lineage is from.
I watched that episode when they went to the Scottish Highlands. They were looking for, what did they call it, Nessie?
Uncle Si called it Nessie.
And underneath, there's another comment, Marlene Johnston. You said, so nice to see that you're watching from Scotland. I am too. From Fraserburgh. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Fraserburgh, Aberdeenshire. But lived in Ontario, Canada for 60 years.
Wow.
That's awesome.
60.
How did you get to move to the Scottish Highlands? That's awesome. That is wonderful.
So I have a question. They call it the Scottish Highlands. Is it like a high elevation above sea level? It must be.
Maybe you could Google it. Why don't you Google it?
Because every continent has their own, like in America here, we call it wilderness area, remote. In Australia, they call it the outback. Like the wild areas, they call it the outback. Like extreme outback. And I wonder if Scotland calls their wild places the Highlands.
Yeah, I don't know. Yes, it'd be so interesting. There's so many beautiful places in the world. God just created the earth so beautiful. It is beautiful. So this is a very, very long comment. It's from Rosen Gonzalez. Rosen Gonzalez.
Rosenet Gonzalez.
Okay. Hello, the wedding was beautiful. As I watched the entire video, what stood out the most to me is that none of you look Amish anymore. You all just look like regular people. I didn't see any Amish in the wedding either.
No, we're considered ex-Amish.
Yes, please don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. I guess I was a little surprised. Well, you know, even if we would have invited our Amish relatives, they probably wouldn't have come. Because they have very strict rules, and I doubt they would have come.
This was a very small ceremony
Yes.
to begin with, so there weren't that many people there.
Many of my relatives are still Amish, but I cannot imagine that they'd come to a wedding like that. They're very conservative, and usually they stay within their communities.
Most of them do. My parents and one of my sisters came to our wedding.
Yeah, when we got married, we were not very conservative, and some of his Amish relatives came, which was very special.
Here's someone says, Mary, you were in my city of Grand Rapids. Oh, I could meet you, all the beautiful ladies, if I knew you were here.
Yeah.
Congratulations on your beautiful
I
name.
wish we could have known that. It would have been great to meet you. Who was that? I'm not sure.
Grand Rapids, Michigan area.
Yes, you said,
Yeah,
OMG, Mary, you were at my city, Grand Rapids.
One of the things that a person has to be careful about, maybe I'm a little overcautious on this, is
You know, when we leave on trips, we are very cautious not to let it out. So we don't know who's following us. And that is also one reason I post very little on Facebook.
that's the reason you guys that we don't post anything
Yeah.
until after
Yes.
we've gone and come back.
When we do something, it's usually afterward. It's not before. If we would do before, people would know we're leaving, we're doing stuff. So I'm very cautious what I post on any social media platforms, and especially YouTube, because you don't know who's watching you.
9 out of 10 times it would, we would love to meet a lot of these people.
Yeah.
But there's that 1 out of 10 chance, or
Yeah.
there's always the remote chance that there's some creep stalker out there.
Oh yes, for sure.
Which is most of the reason that a lot of things have regulations, and things are in place because of creeps that
Yes.
don't abide by the rules
In
and
fact,
regulations.
that is even one of the reasons I have seriously considered getting off of YouTube, because I have kids.
Yeah.
And you don't know who's out there. And putting your life out there, at first, we had very few subscribers. I didn't think much of it. It was a memory I wanted to go back to and watch. The more people that are following us on our channel, the more potential it is for, somebody, stalking. What we do, though, is place our lives in Jesus' hands for his protection.
So here's a comment from a video or two ago. Swiss Miss 857. I live in Ohio and visit Amish country frequently. We are about an hour away from Holmes County. Do you have any Amish relatives in Ohio? Most certainly do. I have a lot of relations in Ohio. Some I know, most of them I do not know. My mom grew up in Joggy County, Ohio.
Uh-huh.
And her parents moved to Iowa when she was a young girl, and my dad was born in Plain City, Ohio. So my parents are both from Ohio, and then they moved to Buchanan County, Iowa, where they grew up, got married. I was born in Iowa,
Uh-huh.
and so yes, we have relation in Ohio. I have my oldest brother that passed away, lived in Ohio when he passed away.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a lot of relation in Ohio.
Yes. I don't have that many that I know of. Most of mine would be in Indiana and Missouri, and I have some in Michigan. I have so many relatives I don't even know, and most of them are still Amish.
Yeah.
So I have a lot of Amish relatives, a lot of aunts and uncles in the Amish.
A little interesting thing on who I'm related to. I think it was maybe 6 generations ago. I don't know the years. I think it was 6 generations ago. There was a family that had a lot of children. So many children, times were hard, and they couldn't take care of all the children. So they dispersed some of the children to other families. And there's these 2 boys.
How long ago was this?
6 generations ago. I don't know how many years.
So this was a while ago.
So they put them out, and 2 of the boys, these were not Amish people. What the Amish people would say are English people. They call them English because they speak the English language. They were put out to an Amish home. And these 2 boys' names were Jacob and Emmanuel. And these 2 boys grew up in an Amish home and became part of the Amish church. And that is where
the mullet name came in.
The mullet name comes in that are Amish.
Yeah.
But somewhere along the line, the mullet used to be spelled with 2 T's, and there was 2 siblings. One of them dropped the T, the other one kept it. So that's why you have mullets that are spelled with 1 T and with 2 T's. So if you find a mullet that only has 1 T at the end, he's within 5 generations, and he's more closely related to me than the one with 2 T's.
Yeah, because our mullet name has 1 T.
Yeah. So that's an interesting little sidekick on. So yeah, the mullets were not originally Anabaptist. And somewhere along the line, also, I think it was about that time. I think it was, I don't know how many generations ago it was, but there was a mullet that married a full-blooded Indian, a Sioux Indian woman. So I'm a really watered-down Sioux also.
Yeah, so he's got some Indian.
And so, yeah, we pretty much just an American mutt. So what America is a melting pot.
Yes.
I know I have Swiss, because there was a young boy in Switzerland. I don't know the year. There was a family that wanted their young son to have a better life than they could offer him in Switzerland. This was during the persecution. He was 15 years old. His name was Wilhelm Bender. He was 15 years old. They bought him a ship ticket, paid a one-way fare to America. And that is also part of my lineage.
Yeah,
so
he's also a Byler.
I know I have Bender. Yeah.
Oh, Bender.
I have Bender, Byler, Hirschberger, Miller, Mullet. And I don't know what else I have.
Well, I'm not sure what all I have. Like, my mom's a Troyer, and there's a lot of Wiki last name. Wiki. Not Wicked, just Wiki. And Girard, which is Swiss.
And also Schwartz.
And yeah, also Schwartz. Yep. Yes. So guys, we just wanted to hop on here.
It's Friday night. It'll be a few days before this gets posted.
Yeah. Hope all of you had a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Hope you guys all had plenty of good food, but more than that, remember the season of what it stands for.
Remember Jesus, the Christ child.
We were always drilled at home that, if we have too many gifts and all that stuff, then we might get, I think the concept was that we might forget the real meaning of Christmas.
Yes, the real meaning of Christmas. I often think about Jesus' mother, Mary. How would it have been to be the mother of the Savior? I think it would have been such a wonderful experience. When he was born, I think he was like all other little children, yet without sin. So thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed this content. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And I want to say welcome to every new subscriber. I know a lot of you have come over from my sister Priscilla's channel. Glad to have you, and I hope you stick around.
That jittering you saw was our little boy.
Yep, the jittering, he hit the... If you felt some jittering there on the camera,
Things were getting a little shaky.
My little sunny boy hit the camera. So you guys all have a blessed week. This is the end of this video. I'm so glad you could join us for our New Year's evening chat. And if you like this content, please consider giving us a like, subscribe, and leave a comment. We love hearing from you. Goodbye till next time.